I don't know, I'm so weird. So weird about this. Hi, my friends. I hate to do another one of these intros or videos where I am explaining why I haven't been consistent, why I went ghost practically that whole year. I think I posted maybe 2 or 3 times last year, and then you never heard from me again. Happy New Year, by the way. For anyone new that may be coming across this video, hi, my name is Jovi. I'm a non-consistent YouTuber. When I do post, it's usually beauty and lifestyle content. Here or there, I do vlogs. I swear, when I do post content, like for a while, my past few videos, I put my all into it. I try to give like the absolute best content that I can, even if it's not very consistent. Make no mistake, I do love doing this. I do. This isn't one of those videos where it's like, oh, you know, I just needed a break or whatever. You know, I've said that in the past. Would come in and out months in between. I like to do these kind of videos where I do some sort of like year recap video. And I've done it pretty consistently. I want to say overall consistently within the past few years. I do some sort of video just to help me reflect on the year before. This is also that video. If there are any returning friends, you guys are real ones. I know your girl isn't consistent. What else is new with me? I really appreciate you still being here, rocking with me, still watching my content, still supporting me. I don't take any of that for granted. What do I expect for people to still be engaged when I'm not giving them anything to engage with? I get it. So for the few of you that are still here, I really truly do appreciate it. I want to fall in love with doing this again, with doing YouTube, with filming and editing, and that excitement of when I post, you know, like wondering what people will think when they finally get to see what I've been working so hard on. You know, when you're really creative and your creative juices are flowing and you put things together and you make it, you tell a story a certain way. I'm looking forward to getting back into that. I'm gonna try to do a brief reflection on my past year, which will explain a bit on why I have not been around, why you guys haven't seen me post a video since I believe March. 2024 didn't hold back. Okay, so let's just get into it. Yeah, also, I guess I should mention this because like it's obvious. My hair is purple now. Do we like? It's giving new year, new me. It's giving Justine Skye, which she was my inspo for doing this. I've wanted to dye my hair purple since high school. It was seeing Justine Skye when her hair was dyed purple, that seeing like this beautiful black girl have her hair dyed purple and it looked so good on her. I was like, I want that. I want to do that to my hair. Like senior year of high school, I got talked out of it and I held off, and then I finally decided to dye my hair. What year was that? 2021? That's when I did the ombre thing. Dip my toes in the water, but it's always on the back of my mind. I've been thinking about doing that purple ombre since I saw Justine Skye. So this is literally this is 10 years in the making. When I got my hair done and I saw the way I looked, I couldn't have been happier. I couldn't have been happier. Thank God I have a job that doesn't care about this kind of stuff, because I do work in a professional setting. So thank goodness, like I work in a very liberal workplace, so they truly do believe it's your body, your choice. This won't affect my employment. So very grateful for that. I feel like I've never felt more like myself than now that my hair is done like this, now that my hair is purple. Like my inner child, I've been working on healing her, and this was a huge step for me. For anyone that's seeing this, that's thinking about doing something that may be a little risky or a little out there, a little out of the box, and you know you want to do it, but societal norms is kind of holding you back or whatever the case may be. I hope this inspires you, and I hope this, you know, take this as your sign to do it. Heal that inner child. It's worth it. It's so worth it. 2024. Thank God she's gone. I don't miss her. That was a rough year. Let's see, it all starts February. So the second month into the year, that's when things got rough. If you don't know, I have my own place. And ever since then, I've really been into hosting. Like, I want to host. I really enjoy putting things together and, you know, taking my time, incorporating an event for all of my friends to, you know, get together and we just have a good time. I was asking around, you know, every year we usually do Valentine's Day and someone hosts. I was like, now that I have my place and I have a pretty nice sized apartment, does anyone want to host Valentine's Day this year? Because I would like to host. And everyone was like, no, you're good, you can do it. I got the green light to host and I was more than happy to. I started making the invitations. I sent out the invitation, asked people to RSVP by a certain date. Guys, I had put so much stuff together. I had put together cute gift bags, like, you know, party bag, the event with everyone's name on it from the people, you know, who RSVP'd saying that they were gonna go. I had made games from scratch at work. I basically made my own templates on Canva. I used the inspiration from Googling some like Valentine's Day games and I made it my own. Like, I literally DIY'd it myself. I made a couple games myself. One of the games that I did was like a pass the prize. So it's like a list of rhymes and people pass the prize. Whatever applies to them from the instruction, like they would pass the prize to that person. So I had made 2 separate like gift bags of different sort of cute Valentine's Day themed goodies. Like, I went all out. I looked up those cute Valentine's Day drinks that you could make and I had prepared it the day before. It had something to do with fruits, so I infused fruits into the liquor and I had it stay overnight so that I could blend it like the night of so it was fresh. And I bought like decorations to make the cups look Valentine's Day aesthetic wise. And yeah, I decorated the place. I decorated my living room a bit and I had like a little photo corner where you could take photos. And then I got these cute, like, what are those photo props things, and they were Valentine's Day themed, so you could use that when you take pictures. It was really, really cute. And when I tell you, more than half the attendants didn't end up going. Everyone had their own reason. Some people canceled on me the day before. Some people canceled on me the day of. So it was fun, but I know it would have been a lot more fun if everyone who said that they were going to show up actually showed up. That hurt my feelings, you know, like it didn't feel good. Like, I put so much time, work, effort, energy, and money into putting this together. And I don't know if you guys remember, if you've seen my 2023 recap video, but I was like, I want to put, you know, I want to show more love to my friends. Like, I want to, you know, just do more for the girls. And this is literally honoring friendship. And I'm putting all this work and effort into it. And I'm so excited, looking forward to it, looking forward to spending time with all the girls. And for most of them to just cancel on me so last minute, it was very disheartening. I'm not gonna lie to you. Not to say that it was easy for them to cancel on me last minute, but think of it as like, as a planner, I can't just last minute decide to just bring all the groceries back and get my money back, you know, like just undo all the decorations that I, you know, put up, or pack everything up, the goodie bags and stuff, like the party favors, and package it back and send it back to get my money back, you know, like time and effort. And I had to plan it ahead of time to make sure everything was set accordingly for everyone. That's why there's an RSVP function, so that I know who's gonna come and who's not, so I know how many people to get food for, and I know how many party favors that I wanted to make for whom. So that wasn't a great feeling. I've only thrown like 2 or 3 things at that point since living alone, and that was just like, that was probably honestly the one thing that I threw at my place so far that I was the most proud of, because I put so much like DIY, like it was personal. Like, I personalized things. So like, I really personalized things. So for people to not show up and to have seen like the hard work that I had put into it, I know they would have enjoyed it. It wasn't a good feeling. And then not too long after that, I got let go from my job, and that was like the little icing on the cake for me. I was already not feeling well from that whole fiasco with my Valentine's Day event, but to be let go, and I won't go too much into that. It was something that I kind of saw coming, but I didn't. I've never been fired before. Never. Things had changed at my job the last year that I was there. Management had changed, so I saw things started to change, and I felt very picked on, very targeted, and it was weird. And I did a lot in my position. I did more than I should have, more outside of the title of what I was hired for. I was very much so engaged, and I was always like, yeah, of course, like, you need me to do this, I'll do it. So for me to have been let go and the way that they went about it was traumatic. In a sense, honestly, it was traumatic. I remember they got me a car home, and I picked up what I could that could fit in my work bag, and I was crying. By the time I got home, I was bawling because one thing, yeah, I got fired. I've never been fired before. Two, the way that they did it, it had me wondering. I was like, is this normal? Like, for them to let someone go the way that they did? Because it just felt wrong, and it was wrong. And for three, I live alone. If this were to happen when I was still living at home with family, that's one thing. At least I can rely on the fact that I live at home with family. But like, I live alone. Like, it's just me and my cat. I'm not in a situation where I have a roommate, like an actual other person that I split my expenses with. So it's like the literal worst timing that you could have done that. And I had literally, like, it was a year in of me living alone, a year in of me finally getting my own place, and this happens. It was crazy. So that took a turn. A lot of people in my life did not know that. I kept that under wraps. I'm thinking in my head, I have so much experience, I'm more than qualified, like, I'll find another job. Meanwhile, I kind of had a feeling that it was gonna come. So I was already looking for new employment while I was being targeted at my previous job. In the end, they ended up getting to me before I got new employment. I was planning on quitting, but I needed to get, you know, safety net. You need to get a job before you just quit the job. I didn't get another job yet in time to quit before they ended up just letting me go. So that was disheartening. But in my head, I'm thinking, I have all this experience, let me update my resume, and before I know it, I'll be back in, you know, the work field or in the workforce, whatever. And that didn't happen. When they say it is hard, like, it is hard to get employment out here, they are not joking. I was unemployed for months. Like, it was not good. And during that time, I did fall into depression. I was depressed. Yeah, it was a dark time. I won't get into the specifics of it, but it was a really dark time. The few friends that did know that I did tell were amazing. They were very supportive as far as trying to help me get employment. So anyone that's watching this that is struggling to find employment, trust me, I know it's hard, and I've been there. I don't have any special tips or tricks on how to get employment other than, one, connections, of course. If you know someone, the more connections the better, but also two, just keep trying, which I know is annoying to do and it sounds annoying, but like, sitting around and expecting someone to come to you with a job offer is just not realistic. You have to keep putting yourself out there. So I would be applying to tons of jobs daily. You just have to keep, you gotta keep nagging until something comes your way. And I got close a couple times until I finally got an offer. Thankfully, I love where I am now. And now looking back at it, like, as terrible as that experience was, everything truly does happen for a reason. It truly, truly does. Even if you don't understand at that moment in time, even if you never understand, looking back years later, I firmly believe that everything happens for a reason. And in my personal specific situation with that, from my last employment job through that time period of being unemployed and trying to find work to finally getting work, and I've been at this job for a good while now, just comparing it and looking through that whole process, it makes sense. But I'm grateful. The one thing I did know for sure when I did get let go was that I was just glad I wasn't there anymore. I didn't love the way that they went about it. I didn't love the fact that I didn't have a job waiting for me, but I was happy that I was no longer there. You know when it's time to go, when you are just, you wake up and you don't want to go to work. And it's different between, oh, like, I want to stay in bed and I just want to rest, like, I'm tired. There's a difference between that and, like, you are not happy being there anymore. And that's how I was feeling that last year that I was at my previous job. I was ready to be out anyways. So that was the only, like, good thing about being let go. I was like, I didn't want to be there anymore anyways. Somehow, some way, with the grace of God and the help of my mom, and savings too. I had to apply for unemployment, all this stuff. I was able to still keep the roof over my head. Dark times, but that was a huge chunk of it. Like I was honestly too deep in a rut, too depressed to do much. In the beginning, I tried to, you know, stay active. That's when I was still thinking in my head, like, I'll get a job soon. Like I have a college degree. I came from a good school. I have lots of experience now. I have a really good resume, you know. That's when I did make a video. But after that, like, the longer that it took, and I realized how hard it was to get a job, even when you are more than qualified for these positions that you're applying for, the more depressing it got, and the more depressed I got. And I didn't want to pick up a camera. I hardly cleaned my room. Like, it was bad. Oh, then I found out in the fall that I for sure needed to get surgery. I've never had surgery before. The only surgery I've ever had was get my wisdom teeth taken out, and that was scary to me. They only used local anesthesia on me, and I was freaking out because I'm not a surgery person. Like, the thought of surgery, any surgical procedure being done, like a knife going through my body, scared the living out of me. But this was something that really needed to be done. It was confirmed. I had scheduled my surgery, and that was for just before the holidays in December. So then in November, I went to Italy. It was such a turnaround. I finally got a job. I had gotten my first paycheck. I had finally like booked my flight to go to Italy, and I've been wanting to go to Italy for so long. It was just like a turnover. I was looking back like, look at God. It was amazing. I was in Rome. I flew in Rome, went throughout Rome. I got to see the Colosseum, which I didn't realize that's one of the 7 wonders of the world. So that's pretty amazing that I can say that I saw one of the 7 wonders of the world. I got to really practice on my Italian while I was there. I did take Italian in high school. All 4 years of high school I was in honors, so I genuinely loved the language, and I was starting to grasp it, and then lost it in college. I'm trying to actually pick back up on that, so I got to brush up on my Italian while I was there, which was really nice. And it just felt so surreal. I love traveling. I'm always the happiest when I'm abroad, especially when I'm in Europe. I'm always just the happiest. Life feels worth living when I'm traveling. Like, this is why I'm here. I'm here to see the world. That was amazing. That was amazing. I love it, and I definitely will be back. Italy is so big, but it's so beautiful, and I didn't get to see everything. And then I had my 10-year high school reunion, which was crazy. 10 years. I enjoyed myself. I thoroughly enjoyed myself. That was cool. Got to see some people that I haven't seen in a while. And then I was basically just prepping for my surgery. I was on medical leave for like 3 to 4 weeks. I just got off medical leave. I literally just got back to work actually today. That's how 2024 was for me, guys. It was like hit after hit after hit after hit. You know, one of those moments when you're thinking to yourself, it can't get any worse than this, and then it gets worse. That's what 2024 was for me. As hard as it was, though, it felt kind of necessary. I'm glad that is gone. I'm glad 2024 is over. I do not miss her. I'm here. I would like to say that I'm back. Your girl was going through it. That's why I was gone. That's the short version of this video. If you have any sort of video recommendations, I truly would appreciate it if you would comment them down below. When you don't get feedback sometimes, it's hard to figure out if people like what you're posting, the content that you're giving out, and what they want to see. So please let me know, what do you guys want to see from me within this new year? What do you want me to do? That also would help me be more consistent. I know TikTok is a big social media that's gotten a lot of attention and a huge audience, which I heard TikTok's getting banned soon. So I think some people from TikTok are running to YouTube, but I know like the engagement on YouTube isn't the same like it used to be back in like 2016, 2015, at least from what I've seen. in the beauty community. So for the people that are still here, what would you guys like to see? Do you guys want to see like some of the videos that used to be posted back in 2016, like those OG beauty influencer videos? Like, what is the vibe? What do we want to see? That's what's happened in my life. Just a little debrief. It's okay. I made it out fine and well, actually better than ever, stronger and better than ever. So it's fine, we move. Let me know how 2024 was for you. If it's a year that you'll miss, or if it also kicked your ass, let me know. But if it was a great year for you, then I love that for you. And I hope 2025 is even better. I forgot my outro. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Please don't forget to click that subscribe button down below. Yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video.